Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you are doing so very well. Today I'm here with a Q&A. I went on Twitter and I asked you guys to ask me some questions and now I'm gonna answer those questions. Sorry if I don't answer all of your questions, there were quite a few of them, but I'm gonna do my best. And if you want to ask me any other questions down below, you can feel free to do that. I will answer them in the comments. Let's get started. Who is your favorite character to meet when you go to Disney? This is a hard one, but I think probably Ariel, just because of the hair similarity. You get to see her with her tail. It's just really great. I also really like meeting the Tremaine sisters because they're hilarious. I like meeting a lot of people. What is your favorite ride at Disneyland or Disney World? Hands down, Peter Pan's Flight. Peter Pan's Flight is freaking amazing. And it's like a kiddie ride, but it's always been my favorite. I love flying over the scenes of Peter Pan. If you could only watch one Disney movie for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Thanks, Riley, for asking me the toughest freaking question ever. I think I'm gonna have to go with Mulan. It is one of my favorites. I don't know that it's my all-time favorite, but it's like my pump-up jam, and it's such just an epic movie with some of my favorite Disney songs, so I think I would watch Mulan for the rest of my life, but that would be really tough to not watch anything else. Marry, Kill, Kiss. Shang from Mulan, Eric from The Little Mermaid, and Kristoff from Frozen. I don't really love Shang's personality, so I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna kill Shang, but now I have to choose to marry or kiss Kristoff or Eric. Though I love Eric for his looks, he doesn't have as much of a personality in The Little Mermaid, so I'm gonna have to say I would kiss him and then I would marry Kristoff because Kristoff is so funny and so great and I love him. If you had to dye your hair, what color would it be? Honestly, if I had to dye my hair something, I would probably dye it something crazy. So maybe like a blue or a lavender. It would definitely be some color that's not like a natural color at all. If you could change one ending to a book, what would it be? This is a tough one. Even though I did not like this series, I would still change the ending, and that's Requiem by Lauren Oliver, the last book in the Delirium trilogy. The ending was the most frustrating thing I've freaking ever read. I was so annoyed, and it left off so vague. What else happens? Why haven't you told me what happened? If you could ship any characters from any of the books you've read, who would it be? I would ship Selena and Percy. And this isn't as much of like a ship as it is I would just like to see their relationship play out because they're both so sassy that they would just be like going at each other all the time, and I would just love to see that. What is your favorite bird? I'm gonna have to go with a penguin because I love penguins. They're cute and clumsy, which is just like me. What do you want to listen to on the way to Charleston? So I haven't officially announced this yet, but I'm going to YALLFest. I'm flying into where Liz lives and then I'm road tripping with her to Charleston. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited. So Liz, I want to listen to the freaking Hamilton soundtrack because I want you to listen to the Hamilton soundtrack. Also Beyonce. Always Beyonce. Reactions to the new Adele song? So good! That's exactly my reaction. So good. Makes you feel a lot of emotions. Adele is queen. Top 3 songs in Hamilton, and I'm glad I got you addicted. Welcome to the fan club. Currently my top 3 songs are Wait For It, Nonstop, and The Room Where It Happens, but I really love the entire soundtrack. It's all phenomenal. If you had the opportunity to change one bad book to movie adaptation to a good one, what would it be? Freaking Aragon. Aragon was the worst book to movie adaptation of all time. It was awful. The whole series could have been made into really epic, great movies. They probably could have fixed some of the problems that were in the book on the screen, but they made a really terrible first movie and then it just bombed. If you could have Tori Kelly or the Hamilton cast write a song for your favorite book, which one would you choose? Why is this the hardest decision ever? I would probably honestly go with Hamilton, or rather Lin-Manuel Miranda, because he's the one who wrote it, because his songs and his raps are so epic and he could just fit so much into a song. But if I got to meet them after they wrote it, then I would probably pick Tori Kelly because I love Tori Kelly. Oh, it's hard. What's your favorite Disney movie ever? This is such a hard decision. At the moment, Tangled is my favorite. It kind of like fluctuates between my moods, but right now, Tangled is my favorite. If you could only choose one book on your bookshelf to read for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would automatically pick the Bible. But if we're not going with religious books, probably Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because that's my fave. Then you would still like get some of that Harry Potter-ness in your life. When did you first discover BookTube? I've answered this a couple times, but I first discovered BookTube through Jesse. Around the time he started, at least, I knew about it. Then I didn't really get into the community or start watching BookTube videos until the end of 2013. I'm pretty sure a long time ago I either watched one of Christine's or Cassidy's videos, that's Poem Bananas Books and Cass J. Tuck. I think I watched some of their videos without ever having been in the BookTube community. Those are the only 2 people I remember at all. So I'm guessing that I watched some of their videos like at the very start. What's your favorite actual place in the world? I'm gonna gonna go with favorite place I visited, which was Cairo, Egypt. I loved going to Egypt. It was just so full of history and so awesome and great, and I just really liked it, and I have a lot of really good memories there. What's your favorite fictional place? Hogwarts. What's your favorite place to shop that's not related to books or booktube? Just really Amazon.com. Do you ever DNF books, and if so, what was the last one? If anybody doesn't know, DNF means did not finish. I very rarely don't finish books, but I have done that to 2 books in the last year. The last one that I did was The Last Policeman by Ben H. Winters. I just was not enjoying it. It was really, really boring to me, and I couldn't get back into it, so I was like, just gonna leave it, not even gonna finish it. Oh well. What's been your best experience as a result of joining BookTube? Honestly, going to VidCon and meeting people was one of the best experiences of my life. I loved seeing people that I only seen online and meeting everybody and just becoming better friends with everybody. It was so great. Some of the best friends I've ever had have been from BookTube, so thanks BookTube for that. How long have you and Jessie known each other? A really long time. Around like from 2nd grade on is when I knew Jessie. How many books have you read this year? Let me just check Goodreads. Goodreads says I've read 103 books, but I've read like maybe 10 reread books, so maybe more like 113 already this year. I don't know, but that's a lot more than I read last year. Hardcover or paperback? Hardcover all the way. What book has nostalgic memories linked to a specific place? I don't know that this counts, but I'm gonna go with it. Reading A Wrinkle in Time reminds me of this house where I live right now because my mom used to read us A Wrinkle in Time before we would go to bed at night, so it just has a lot of memories attached to it. What's your favorite newest ship? And this person said Kaz and Inej, and I'm gonna have to say Kaz and Inej are my new favorite ship too because I love them so much. So much. OTP! Would you rather battle 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Probably 100 duck-sized horses. I feel like I could corral them a little bit better. They would also be a lot cuter, and the duck's beak being like huge because it's the size of a horse would be a little bit terrifying. Favorite Avenger? Black Widow all the way. Favorite non-booktuber? I'm guessing you mean YouTubers, so I'm gonna take a minute to shout out some of my favorites, and I will link all of them in the description, and if you don't know who they are, please go check them out because they're all phenomenal. Shauna Housen from Nanaloo, Tessa Violet from Mika Kitty, Rusty Clanton, Olin Rogers, Gunnarolla. Gunnarolla is amazing. Everything he does is quality. John Cozart and Megan Tonjes because she's awesome. She does have more adult content, so be aware of that, but she's hilarious and amazing. Least and most favorite book to movie adaptation. I've already said my least favorite, aka Aragon, but my all-time favorite book to movie adaptation is Catching Fire. It was perfection. Which book character describes you the most? I'm really relating to Anne of Green Gables. Jane Eyre, I really relate to Jane Eyre a lot. Favorite TV shows? A few that I'm watching right now that are my favorites are The Flash and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Doctor Who. I also really love Lie to Me. It only has 2 seasons, but it's so good and I love it so much. I wish it had had more. There's a lot more shows I love. There's a lot of them in general. TARDIS or DeLorean? TARDIS. TARDIS is way more reliable and you can go so many places. If you were a puppy, which kind would you be? I think I'd probably be a golden retriever. Pretty loyal of a person. Which puppy would I want to be? A corgi because they're adorable. What's your favorite Christmas memory? I have a lot of really good Christmas memories, but one is the year that Shannon stopped believing in Santa Claus. We built a trap for Santa and he had to get through all of these like things to get the cookies, and then Shannon was like, if he hasn't eaten the cookies then he's not real. So we woke up and obviously the cookies weren't eaten because our trap was real elaborate. So no Santa for Shannon. What's your favorite Christian song? Right now it's Brave by Mariah Peters. It's really great and a really just great song in general because a lot of Christian music tends to not be super great, but that one is. And that's all the questions I have time for right now. I hope that you enjoyed that little Q&A. Let me know down below something that you learned new about me that you didn't know before, or ask me a question that you wanted to ask that maybe didn't get answered, and I will answer it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ugh. What do you want to listen to on the whale? This is a hard question.